No matter who they are, children need all the love and support of their families to grow to be happy, healthy adults. Children with disabilities have special needs and need special help to stand, to talk, to play, to grow. But no matter who they are, all children have a special need to laugh and sing and enjoy their lives and become the best they can be. To better understand your child and his or her special needs, he must be assessed by a team of doctors and therapists. But the most important member of the team working for your child is you. You're the one who knows your child best of all, and the other members of your team will need to know your concerns and goals for your child. Together, you'll make a treatment plan for your child's individual needs. Maybe your first concerns were that he wasn't growing as much as you thought he should, that she was late in sitting or crawling, that one side of her body seemed stronger than the other. Or maybe there were problems during birth, and you knew it was possible his development would be delayed. Your child may have cerebral palsy, sometimes pronounced cerebral palsy. The word cerebral means brain, and the word palsy means being unable to control movement. In other words, your child can't control all or part of his body the way he wants to. It may be due to a lack of development in parts of the brain right from the first moments it was being formed. Reasons why this happens are often not known. It can also be caused by injury or illness, or not enough oxygen to the brain either before birth, during birth, or shortly afterwards. Often, it's a combination of factors and is difficult to predict. The brain continually sends messages to the nerves which give us control of our muscles. In turn, the brain gets feedback from the body about how these messages are being answered. But because of the interrupted development in certain parts of the brain, these messages may be incomplete, or incorrect, or may not exist at all. The difficulties with muscle control may affect both arms and legs, or mostly the legs, or the arm and leg on one side of the body. This depends on which part of the brain has been affected. Cerebral palsy, or CP, may be mild, moderate, or severe. But even for those with a severe disability, unable to fully control their bodies, the part of the brain that allows them to learn may not be affected. They can, with help, attend regular school classes, and some may one day have jobs and families of their own. Others may be mentally handicapped or have learning disabilities, which could also be mild, moderate, or severe. Unfortunately, many of the tests used to measure intelligence rely on the person being able to communicate, either in speaking or writing. So sometimes the ability to learn is difficult to tell at first. Cerebral palsy is not a disease. Your child didn't catch it from anyone, and he can't give it out either. The chances of having another child with CP are unlikely, but parents should work with the doctor to help find the cause if possible. Several conditions can contribute to the development of CP, but these conditions may not have the same result in another individual. A premature birth, for instance, can be a factor, and if that's the case with your child, you may wish to discuss with your doctor the reasons behind the premature birth in planning for another child. The most obvious way cerebral palsy affects the body is in the muscle tone or strength. In some children, the muscle tone is too tight. You can see it in the rigid way she holds her arms or legs. Other children have the opposite problem. The muscles are too loose. She may not have the strength to keep her head up or hold on to toys. In many children, both conditions can exist. Too much muscle tone in some parts of the body and too little in others. Another common problem is chewing and swallowing. The muscles in the mouth, like the rest of the muscles, may be weaker and uncoordinated. Children may have particular difficulty swallowing liquids. For some children, a tube that supplies food directly into the body may be the only way to provide the necessary nutrition. Your doctor and other members of your team can give you more information to help your child with these difficulties. About a third of the people with CP have seizures, which is uncontrollable movement and changes in awareness or consciousness. These can range from mild to severe and can be upsetting to parents and others, although the child may not be aware of or remember the episode. Your doctor can show you how to help your child when they have a seizure and may prescribe medication. Seizures are a result of large bursts of electrical activity in the brain, which are normal in smaller amounts. But like any overload of an electrical system, too much can cause the unit, the brain, to temporarily shut down. Unfortunately, cerebral palsy is not able to be fixed like a break in an electrical circuit. The damage to the central nervous system, that's the brain and the nerves and the muscles that control movement, is permanent. How the condition affects your child can be modified to varying degrees by therapy. Therapy is a program of handling and activities that develop skills and strengths. This could be walking, sitting, throwing a ball, or other larger body movements. That's physiotherapy or physical therapy. Similar exercises are used for smaller physical activities like holding a spoon or a pencil. That's occupational therapy. Also, communication skills like talking or sign language, which is speech and language therapy. The therapists are an important part of the professional team that help parents plan goals. You'll work in partnership with the therapists and learn activities to use with your child. Playtime is perfect for developing new skills, encouraging him to keep his head up while on a swing or stretching certain muscles while reaching for a toy. Just including these and other activities in your day can make a great difference. If you can, get help from other members of your family or friends. They'll find the patient, steady progress in the quality of life to be a rewarding part of their own lives. Watch your child and see how she gains new skills. She's the other expert who knows how the therapy programs are working. Now let's discuss some of the work done by the therapists. You may be involved in all or some of these management programs. Physiotherapists are interested in your child's physical abilities, like crawling, sitting, walking, and climbing. Therapy exercises help develop balance and steadiness to control the arms, legs, and body. They help your child learn the movement skills necessary at each stage of development. Large balls, rolls, and trampolines help the body relax or work as needed. They're fun to use as well. Stretching exercises help make the muscles flexible. These are often made into games and other interesting activities to keep the child involved in the treatment. You'll learn the correct way to hold your child as she stretches. Sports and recreational activities are also used to keep the child's interest while helping certain muscles develop. Besides that, social activities with friends help all of us to be confident and feel good about ourselves. In the warm water pool, water play can be lots of fun, like it is for any child. These children can move easier in the water, and some useful exercise programs can take place in the pool. The physiotherapist may also fit your child with removable casts or splints that keep the leg in the proper position for walking, or to prepare for walking. Occupational therapy works with fine motor skills, using our hands for everyday activities. The ability to play and use special equipment as well as dressing, feeding oneself, and personal cleanliness are all concerns of the occupational therapist. The goals may include helping the child keep her attention on a particular task, or to move and handle objects, to hold a pencil or work a computer. The occupational therapist may also adapt some toys so your child can more easily work them. This may one day give her the skills to operate a power wheelchair or other special equipment. The OT may also make recommendations for adaptations to the home. Often, the work of the physiotherapist and the occupational therapist overlap. They're both concerned with the development of muscles and muscle control. The speech and language therapist helps the child communicate to the best of his or her ability. This usually means talking, or it may be other forms of communication, like sign language, or picture boards the child can point to, or special devices which give a voice to the child's thoughts. Sometimes the therapist may teach the reasons behind communication. With a special child like this, we may tend to predict what they want rather than give them the opportunity or knowledge to tell us. Your therapist will help you structure situations in your everyday life for successful communication. Special devices that give the child a voice are a great help, but for your child to be the best communicator, he should also learn to use sign language, picture boards, or other methods of communication. As in all types of therapy, the availability of special equipment and other services varies from region to region. Ask your therapists for help in finding agencies or companies that provide equipment. There's a wide array of special devices to help your child stand, sit, walk, and exercise. Some may need to be adapted for your child's individual needs. The manufacturers of more expensive equipment, like wheelchairs, should encourage you to test them out to make sure they're right for your child. There are other methods of treatment that may be recommended by your doctor or therapist. Surgical operations may reduce some of the tightness in the muscles or lengthen the tendons. Electrical stimulation therapy, which is still experimental at this time, may stimulate the muscles to grow and become stronger. And certain medications have been used to help relax tight muscles. Another important consideration may be the help from psychologists. Psychologists conduct tests and may also provide counseling about some of the problems kids with disabilities can have. Use the counseling services available to you for any questions you need answered, or to talk about the challenges your family may be facing. You are a special needs family, too, and the needs of the family are as important as the individual needs of the child. And for your child, particularly in the teenage years, she may want to talk privately with a counselor about self-esteem and other questions she may have about becoming an adult. Remember to take some special time alone with your other children, too, and get them involved in some of the fun activities with their brother or sister. Cerebral palsy is not a challenge for you or your child to face alone. Ask the members of your team for information about support groups in your community. There are support groups of mums and dads, brothers and sisters, special camps, and groups for kids with cerebral palsy and other disabilities to get together. You can share information and friendship and help each other find the way to live with CP. Your child has been given a longer road to travel, but with your teaching, she will learn to see the world as a positive, caring, adventurous place. Because inside every child is a light, shining brighter with each new discovery, each new understanding of the mysteries in the world around them. Your child was born with abilities and limitations. The strategies we've talked about are designed to help her use her abilities and to develop her own ways of doing all that she's capable of doing. Still, he will strive harder to achieve what comes so much easier to others, and you will watch and share his struggles and his triumphs. But with every difficult step gained, you'll teach him to claim his rightful place in life, You'll give her confidence to achieve her goals, whatever they may be. You'll help her find her own light and keep it shining to brighten the path that lays before her.